Homa or Havana actually means invoking.
Okay.
Invoking through what? Agni, the fire. Ya means Yana, like a journey.
Okay.
You take the journey. Life is a journey.
Yes.
Ya. And then Gnya always signifies Jnana, the knowledge.
Right.
So it is the journey with the knowledge is Yajna. Another way of looking Yajna is everybody coming together and then working. It's a coordinated activity. Their whole nature itself is participating.
Yeah.
Union with my inner self, with that spirit everywhere. Whether you do it ritually outside, you connect with the essence of that, it is still a union. If you don't connect, whether outside or inside, it is a mechanical. Agni is what? He is a willpower and he purifies everything. So my willpower to good is purifying me. The ghee represents the clarity, golden color. It's a clear fluid, and then continuity shows the clarity in my thinking, and I am offering that. Dana is I have something in abundance, I give it, and then I don't mind. That's a charity.
Because I have enough. So
I have enough. It's only sharing a small part of it. With Tyaga is even I want it. It's my need. In spite of that, I am giving out. Then it is Tyaga. So at the end, what we do in Yajna, there is a Purnahuti. And what am I sacrificing? Nothing. Zero. Whatever I had, which I was not supposed to have, I'm living out. Like my arrogance, my anger, my ego.
Wow.
What I was not supposed to have. Symbolically, it is done. Cracking a coconut or even a pumpkin on Ayush Puja. All these are symbolically the ego is hurt, or even giving the hair.
Yes, yes. Namaste viewers. The word Yajna is such a powerful central concept while discussing about any Vedic or spiritual understanding. I think if we decipher the word Yajna, we can definitely derive some deeper understanding about various spiritual concepts. Let's try to understand the word Yajna today from our esteemed guest, Dr. Nagendra sir, a medical doctor and a Vedic scholar. Namaste sir, welcome to our show. When I utter the very word Yajna sir, there is sort of a vibration that comes in. So I think many of us, though we know that Yajna, it's something that immediately our mind brings in a picture of Homa Kunda or a lot of people around or our intentions, but I somehow feel there's a deeper understanding to this which we are missing, and just connecting the word Yajna to the performance itself or the act. So could you please throw us some light about the word Yajna, sir?
Definitely. Today it's a very relevant word Yajna because of late we see that many household activities, it's become a part of any of the celebration. It may be a marriage or anything.
True.
And even without that, a simple, they call it as Homa. This is what we differentiate Homa, Havana from the Yajna. So to put in a very simple words, Yajna is something done in a very vast scale. Like the Chakravartis and the kings used to do, or even now there are bigger organizations they do, like Chandika Yajna or Somaya
Lakhs of
Yajna.
people
Yes,
gather.
in big, huge number. That's
Yes.
a Yajna. Whereas when we do it at home, it's a Homa. Homa or Havana actually means invoking.
Okay.
Invoking through what? Agni, the fire. So Yajna, the central concept is Agni.
Okay.
So all our prayers starts with the Rig Veda first mantra starts with Agnim Ile Purohitam. Agnim Ile, I adore you, Yugni, Agni, I want you, as we have seen previously also. Agni is my willpower.
Right.
Now this Agni becomes my Purohita. Purohita is one who leads me from the front.
Okay.
Pura is in the front. So it's not the priesthood. Priest also he leads.
Okay.
He gives direction to the society
Right.
in all the faiths.
True.
Irrespective of it. So now my willpower, that is designated as a fire. Through that I make my willpower and I offer it through the Agni and then call all other energies. This is the central principle behind this Yajna.
Okay.
Now today what has happened is, it is done mostly as a small ritual where we feel that some firewoods and then some ghee and other things is put. It's done.
Yeah.
It is nothing wrong with that. But if you don't get with the essence of what you are actually doing, then it becomes a mechanical activity, or what we call it as a ritual.
Right.
It will lose the spirit in it.
Yeah.
What was supposed to be spiritual, the special aspect is taken out, the spirit aspect is taken out, now it's only ritual is left.
Okay.
Now the spiritual
Becomes
something-
only a ritual.
Only a ritual, because
Right.
it's a mechanical activity.
Yeah.
Now we'll see what is the word Yajna itself means and what they mean in the Vedic period.
Yes.
Vedic period is at least 10,000, documented is 8 to 10,000 years old.
Okay.
The word Yajna means Ya and Jna. So always in Indian languages, any word, most of it, and especially Samskrita, Ya means Yana, like a journey.
Okay.
You take the journey. Life is a journey.
Yes.
Ya. And then Jna always signifies Jnana, the knowledge.
Right.
So it is the journey with the knowledge is Yajna.
Wow.
Now the moment you get the word meaning, the whole concept of Yajna changes.
Changes immediately.
Now you see that my whole life is Yajna. It's my life journey, and all that I'm doing is gain knowledge.
Yes.
So when we are discussing, it's the exchange of the knowledge.
Yes.
And then somebody is viewing the video, it's like gaining the knowledge.
Yes.
And then the joy we get is out of knowledge. So now the whole of this process itself is Yajna. The concept of Yajna is the life itself. Now to do that, there are different processes.
Okay.
So this is how Vedic period looked at. Now you see, symbolically it is done with the fire altar, what we call it as a Vedi.
Yeah.
There are we have Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda,
Yes.
3 main Vedas.
True.
Then from the Shakha point of view, from the branches, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda, it's from the Shakhe.
Yeah.
The four shakhas, where if you take it as the chanting point of view, it is Rik mantra or Yajus mantra, poetry, prose, and then song, singing, Sama. So this is how we see that. In that perspective, Vedas are 3, Rik, Yajus, Sama. Now there are different people. If you look at any of those very traditional way of doing Yajna, it's done very methodically. There is a Advaryu, there is Hotara, then there is for Samaveda, there is, and then the Brahma, Sthana, who governs all the supervisors, all these are, and then there will be firewoods, and then offering with the ghee, and then finally it becomes with the Purnahuti. So, and the English word for Yajna is sacrifice.
Actually, my next question was that. So, we really don't have a perfect synonym for most of these Sanskrit words, especially when we are understanding Veda. So, when we are learning from a English context, sacrifice is the word that we usually use. How justified is that is one question. But that leads me to another question. Sorry to stop you there, but the word sacrifice can be misleading when I'm probably trying to understand Yajna, because of course, because of the limitedness that we infer from it. The other part is the word sacrifice itself, where, as you said, when we look at the whole process of performing a homa or a yajna, there is a lot of sacrifice which is done. Some materials are being put into it depending on what that deity is being invoked, etc. Okay, logically we understand that, but what are we really sacrificing? What is it that it is trying to receive from us? And what can we really sacrifice when the whole cosmos is, a part of the whole thing? So please explain that.
In fact, you gave the question and answer all together. I'll just make it in a specific pattern, kind of a thing. Please. See, the word sacrifice for Indians, for us, we don't connect with the yajna.
Yeah.
For us, sacrifice is something, I have some material thing, I want that, in spite of that I give it to somebody else. That means I'm losing. That's a word, sacrifice.
Okay.
Okay, let's say in our language, it's tyaga.
Tyaga.
Unlike dana. Dana is, I have something in abundance, I give it, and then I don't mind. That's a charity.
Because I have enough. So
I have enough. It's only sharing a small part of it. Where tyaga is, even I want it. It's my need. In spite of that, I am giving out. Then it is tyaga. For us, we take sacrifice as tyaga. Anything I want and then I give it. Definitely, I am losing something and you feel bad.
Yeah.
That's a very natural human emotion.
Yes.
Whereas for the Western concept of view, for them sacrifice, they say that whatever I am having, I am giving it out. So they don't differentiate between this charity, sacrifice or anything.
Okay.
So and because they don't have they are not exposed to, wrong word is, they don't have, not is the wrong thing.
Okay.
They are not exposed to this principle of Vedas,
Right.
where yajna is, another way of looking yajna is, everybody coming together and then working. It's a coordinated activity. No yajna is done individually.
True, yes.
Even if the king is done, he's a yajamana, he's a performer.
Correct.
The purohita is a guide.
Right.
But their whole nature itself is participating.
Yeah.
So there are people around helping, and then there is people who receives, including those who are receivers,
Yeah.
like dana or whatever they receive it, or even the animals, they come and they witness the nature. There is a rain, and then the firewoods. Everything is part. This is another aspect how we look at yajna as a coordinated activity. And there is another aspect of yajna is usually that is like yoga. What we say, it's a union of myself with the nature.
Wow.
I become united with the nature.
Yeah.
Like everybody coming together is what? It's a union. So
True.
now you see from where you are standing,
Yeah.
yajna, it can be your knowledge and your journey. Yajna can be a performance act. Yajna can be something coordinated. It's a perfectly coordinated activity. You cannot miss out anything. And then it's a union. Union with what? Union with my inner self, with that spirit everywhere. Whether you do it ritually outside, you connect with the essence of that, it is still a union.
Yeah.
You do it, if you don't connect, whether outside or inside, it is a mechanical. It's a ritual. Ritual is not wrong. Ritual is something you are done as a routine.
Yes.
It's a mechanical activity, it's a physical activity, what my only the physical sense organs can perceive. These are the cosmic energies where the 5 sense organs doesn't perceive. This is the yajna.
Absolutely.
And then here all are symbolic. Symbolic means each one of them, they designate something, the Agni. So I am offering through Agni, because Agni is what? He is a willpower and he purifies everything. The moment I offer Agni, he is a Pavaka. Like you put anything to Agni, he will take it to the elemental form ash.
Correct.
The same thing will not happen with the earth or with the
No other element.
water. Among the 5 elements, Agni is one which purifies. So my willpower to good is purifying me.
Wow.
It is symbolically in the 5 elements, it's a Agni fire. That is one what is motivating me. So this is a symbolically. Now what I am offering? I am offering the Grita ghee.
Okay.
Ghee is a crystal clear liquid, and then when you pour, it goes in a single dhara. Like there is no discontinuity, unlike water or any other liquid you pour.
dissipated.
Yes, it's a single line. The moment you see how they pour Agni, this Grita ghee. So it's that means the ghee represents the clarity, golden color. It's a clear fluid, and then continuity shows the clarity in my thinking, and I am offering that.
Right.
So
Oh
this
my
is what
God.
we had learnt about the Indra.
Yeah.
This clarity is designated through ghee.
Wow.
Now I am offering this. Along with that, symbolically, the matter is represented as Anna. Now some of the offerings, Purodasha, or what we call it as a cake, that's been offered.
Okay.
So at the end, what we do in yajna, there is a Purnahuti.
Correct.
And what am I sacrificing? Nothing. Zero. Whatever I had which I was not supposed to have, I'm leaving out. Like my arrogance, my anger, my ego.
Wow.
What I was not supposed to have.
Wow.
It's not that I...
That which is not me.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is naturally, it's not me. I acquired. Now I am cutting off all those. I am sacrificing
My
these
God.
things. Symbolically, it is done cracking a coconut or even a pumpkin on Ayush Puja. All these are symbolically the ego is hurt, or even giving the hair.
Yes. Yes.
Completely, it's like a ritual done.
Yeah.
But unless you know that, why are you doing that? I'm taking out all those aspects which is beautifying me or making me identify with my body, and that calling myself,
Wow.
taking away that. All these are yajna continuously.
Beautiful.
And finally, what we do in the Purnahuti, we offer something in the Vedic period. There is an aspect that when initially when the Veda mantra was revealed, everything was done at the non-physical level.
Okay.
So that's where we need to start. So
Yeah.
all the yajna, everything is done internally. That's called esoteric, inside.
Yeah.
Now there was time when you need to, everybody is not in that state of consciousness to go inside and then experience it.
Yeah.
So the nature has given the same aspect
So
of
nice.
all those things, like a willpower becoming a fire, and then my matter is becoming firewood, my clarity becoming a ghee. Now you do the same things, and the words are also same, and then everybody can participate. It's a general activity. But the idea is the same principle, what was happening inside should also be happening here.
Yeah.
That they had that connection.
Yeah.
For them it was not a ritual. It is not a mechanical activity.
Yes.
Through this or through inner, the result is same.
That has to be established.
Over a
Yeah.
period of time, this has taken the higher side,
Yeah.
and then they lost the grip.
Yes.
It happens with the knowledge, when it's become a professional,
Yeah.
all those things will be gone. Only the practice, outside
True.
practice continues. So
Yeah.
over a period of time, it happened even here. Anytime you can connect back. But the most important aspect is Purnahuti, where we do that Purna Madaha, Purna Midam. Purna, that is also finite and complete. This is also Purna Madaha, Purna Midam. Then now Purnat, Purna Mudachyate. From the infinite, Purnat, then what comes out is also is Purna. It's complete. It's not that you take an apple and get a piece. It's a finite thing made up of matter. A small aspect you get it out. When this is complete, you take out of that anything. That's also complete. That is Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Whatever that is done, Purnamadaha Purnamidam. Purnat Purnamudachyate. From that infinite completeness, what you get is also infinite. So that's, in fact, you are gaining out of Yajna, you are not giving out. What you are giving out, your selfishness, narrow things, and the limited, and then your sorrow. And there is nothing wrong in putting a wish to say that I need this also. There is nothing wrong.
Okay.
So Veda Mantra very clearly says, Ditincha Rasva Aditim Urushya. Diti is the finite, whatever it's around you, enjoy that. This is meant for you.
Okay.
The Supreme Being, the nature has done it for you. Enjoy that. But with the background that it is Aditi, infinite.
Wow.
If you think it is only finite, then you want to possess and you don't want to give it.
Yeah.
So
That's
this
what
is
we usually do, right? When we sit for a homa, we have a preset intention, like maybe a materialistic gain or something. But as you said, it has to be harmonized. You have to also parallelly have this clarity inside. Yeah.
Definitely. Unfortunately, today what has happened here is any of the our festivals, especially Indian, we perform the homa,
Yeah.
and 99.9% of the people who visit there, they don't even get connected with that.
Yeah.
They come there and then you're sitting in front of the Agni.
Very
They
true.
talk all those unnecessary things. There is nothing wrong. But you are missing something bigger. You are missing something more beautiful. Instead, you should get connected. And then even because of many such distortion, it also taken a lower form.
Yeah.
But if you, even in that chaos, if you get connected with the Agni, how it is burning, Prajwalana going up, and how the clarity is happening. At the end of the Yajna, what we do, we take Grita, ghee, and then the ash, we mix it. That's called Rakshe. Raksha. Ra is Ananda, Ksha is the protection.
Okay.
Now with all those things, I protect myself, and symbolically I put it on my forehead or whatever.
Yeah.
Now this entire process is protecting me and also giving me happiness. How many of us will actually feel when we take that Raksha, we'll say put it on everybody's forehead.
We do that, but we don't even know what it means.
But if
So,
you
yeah.
know, it becomes more beautiful.
Absolutely.
It's like out of bhakti, you feel some good. You
Yes.
feel that you are getting the grace. Definitely there will be effect.
Yes.
But when you know that this Raksha is out of that Agni,
Wow.
which took everything to its elemental form, now that elemental form with this clarity of my mind, with the Krita,
Yeah.
it's mixed up. Now this concoction, now you are taking it and you are applying. You tell this to
Wow.
our kids, who will say no to it?
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. My God, I honestly don't feel like winding up this episode. I'm sure my viewers will be curious to know more about it, Doctor. Of course, we'll spread it across in the next episodes. Viewers, I'm sure with all the wisdom that Dr. Nagendra sir has shared with us in this episode, we will be able to better incorporate these principles and understanding of Yajna in bringing better harmony and peace within ourselves and develop deeper connections with Divine. We will definitely connect you again in our future episodes and try to understand deeper concepts that is explained in Vedic essence and Vedic science. Thank you so much for viewing our episodes with so much of curiosity, and thanks for all your positive comments. We would like to also know if you have any other feedback or suggestions in the comment box. Thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you,
Sir.
viewers. We will see you again in the next episode. Namaste.